gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, everybody. Happy Mickey Ficky Friday. You already know what it is. It's what the fuck Friday with your boy Lunatic right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. Welcome one, welcome all, man. How y'all feeling this morning? I hope all is well with you and your loved ones. We're going to talk about Mr. AR15. You know what I mean? Since he had his pro day yesterday, how did it go? We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I mean? We're going to keep it all in perspective. Hearing the interview that this youngster had, I'm kind of warming up to him. We already know the accuracy is there. He even said it himself. That's what impressed me. He knows his faults, and he knows his weaknesses, and he knows what he needs to do to get better, and he's willing to do whatever it is to get better. Now, that was very impressive for him to come out, and we're going to get into it. I'm going to see. Hopefully, I can have you guys here. I made a little video and stuff, breakdown of his, part of his game, part of interviews and breakdowns of them, and just trying to put everything together where we're talking about the good, the bad about him, and the ugly. You know what I mean? When we talk about the accuracy and how that's not, that's not exactly a strength of his, but he acknowledged that, and he also said that that's something that he's working on to improve at because he wants to be the best. I love that mentality because Jamarcus Russell never said he wanted to be the best. He just said he wanted the bag. You know what I mean? So there's the difference there. Plus, this dude is real young, 20 years of age, a phenom when it comes to athletic ability. Like I said, my only knock on him was his accuracy. You can improve on accuracy if our team believes they have the coaching staff to go ahead and help him and become a better passer. But he won't start. I mean, if we did draft him, he wouldn't start anyway, which is a good thing. We have Garoppolo. He can learn behind Garoppolo. Garoppolo can work with him. You know what I mean? I heard Garoppolo is tremendous with teammates. You know what I mean? So if we did go that route, that would be a plus. To have Garoppolo there, and as well as McDaniels and the coaching staff to help groom this guy to become a great quarterback. But I do like the fact that he took the responsibility and said that he knows what his weaknesses are, and he's going to do whatever it takes to improve on those. So I'm kind of warming up to him. I'm still not there yet. I'm not there. I'm not there where I say take him at 7. Hell, I would not even say trade up and get him. But he's starting to get to me, man. I like his mainframe. You know what I mean? I like his frame of mind. I like the way I like his accountability at 20 years old. Like I said, when I was 20, man, I was in the court system. I was locked away. You know what I mean? So I'm already knowing at that age, some may be closer to being matured than others. This kid here, I think he has the maturity level as well as the mindset to maybe soak up what he needs to soak up to become great. You know what I mean? He might. but I'm not sold. So, but we're gonna dive into it in a minute. I want to shout out to everybody in the chat, man. My extended Raider family's in the building. You feel me? We got NorCal Raider Jesse in the building. What is the deal, man? The Nation Nightmares in the house. Yes, indeed. Friday. Glad to have you here, man. Ja Raider, my dude. Salute to you as well. Hey, Ja, I know you checking out the Anthony fight this weekend, huh? Oh my goodness, I can't wait till April 22nd. You know what that is, boy. The get down with the get down out here in Vegas, you know? I'm right there with you, bro. I can't wait. Let's see who else we got in the building. In the building, we got Sam Tanker in the house. What's the deal, man? Good morning to you, Sam. Happy Friday. You know what I mean? Happy joy. You know what I mean? Happy joy. Yes, indeed, man. Hey, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, the Raider neighborhood. You feel me? What is the deal, Dark Wave? Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here this morning, man. It is a pleasure to have you here. Yes, indeed. I need all the prayers. I just lost my uncle last night. Damn, he passed away. That's the second one in 3 weeks. Hey, bro, hey, all prayers go out to Nation Nightmare, man. Hey, I hope you guys have the strength to be there for each other and your family, man, and just be that moral support, because some are more stronger than others, and those who are stronger need to be the rock and foundation for those who need someone to lean on. Trust me, I know from experience, bro. Just hang in there. If you're that one that can be somebody else's strength, hey, handle that shit. You know what I mean? Handle that shit. But if you're not, man, don't feel like you're a burden on anyone because you need someone to talk to and to lean on. Because that's what we're all here for. You know what I mean? You lean on those who are strong enough to, you know what I mean, to take that burden. You know what I mean? And if you're not strong enough to take the burden, feel comfortable with yourself, man. It's okay to shed a tear. And the way society is, man, it's crazy, because it's like, why are the men looked down upon for shedding tears for losing loved ones or what? You know what I mean? You think holding all that stuff in is not good for your mental health. You know what I mean? So, hey, if you can either go lock yourself in a room and let it out, handle that shit, bro. Hey, that shit cleanses the soul, man. It's a relief. You know what I mean? And you're gonna mourn. That's what we do. When you lose someone you're close to and you love, we mourn. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the nation got your back, bro. Hey, prayers out to you and your family, for real, for real. You know what I mean? Just take your time and mourn what, you know what I mean? There's no set time on when you start mourning and when to stop. You know what I mean? You do what you do to handle the situation the best way you know how. That's the only advice I can give you. No one can dictate to you that. You know what I mean? But prayers out to you, man, for you and your family, man. I hope you guys make it through these times of sorrow and pain. Because I already know I lost close people to me too, man. And like I say, they say time heals all wounds. But what they don't tell you, you're still left with the scar. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. For real, for real. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Raider Kush in the building, man. Salute to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. Let me see. Make sure. Right now, I'm sitting at 22. Hope I got 22 likes. I know that much. If we got 22 people watching, better be 22 likes. Shit, if I catch you selling your t-shirts and shit on the corner, I'm just gonna walk by and be like, nope, remember you didn't like my shit. If I see you selling lemonade, fucking homemade pies, I'm not buying none of that shit. I'm like, yeah, I remember you. You didn't like my shit. You was on my motherfucking channel, but you didn't like my shit. Oh man, shout out to everybody out there. Frankie Sanchez is in the building, man. Thank you for being here, for real, for real. Oh man, Eugene Powell, what's the deal, dude? Top of the morning. Happy Friday. Yes, indeed. Dirty Eric in the building. Let's see. Can we talk about that 6ix9ine ass whooping? I'll sprinkle a little bit of the Trump indictment. Wait a minute. See, I'm all late. I knew about the 6ix9ine ass whooping in the bathroom at the gym, but Trump got indicted. I didn't. Oh, see, that's what happens when I don't watch the news, man, because they always throw a lot of bullshit at you. Whoa. I mean, we call beast mode and son of a bitch. Told him to get that son of a bitch off the field. Yeah. Man, he did, huh? That's crazy. Ozzy, what's the deal, man? Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Jorge C is in the building. Happy Friday, man, to everybody. Raider Goon in the building, man. Happy Friday to you, too. Man, I'm just hanging, man. Hey, I'm hanging like a pair of balls. You know what I mean? That's all I'm doing this morning. I'm hanging out. JB on the good foot, man. Tops to you, my brother. Yes, indeed, man. We here. It's another day. It's another day we wake up, man. Let's see. I think, is that about it? Is that about motherfucking it? Unfortunately, AR15 is. Yeah, for real. But at 20 years old, you got a lot of clay you can mold. You know what I mean? It's not like he's setting his ways at 35. He's 20. You know what I mean? So he's still green. You still can mold him into something because all the God-given things he has, you can't teach that shit to nobody. You can teach somebody to be accurate with their passes and go through the right progressions, and you can teach that. But you can't teach all that shit he was born with. You know what I mean? And it seems like he has the mindset to want to be great. So, I mean, I'm not saying to go get him, but if you do go get him, you have an opportunity to turn him into something. Especially, can you imagine if Josh McDaniels could get his hands on him and groom him into the system to be like, dude, that'd be freakish. That'd be freakish if they can groom him and coach him up. But I mean, like I said, I'm not tripping if we get him or not. You know what I mean? I think I'd rather have defense, but it's like a flip side of the coin. You go quarterback this year, you'll never have to worry about trying to go get a quarterback again. So you can use those picks next year and the year after to go address things and not feel like, oh, Garoppolo only got one more year left on his contract. We got to hurry up and find somebody. You know what I mean? You don't have to be pressed to thinking that you have to go get a quarterback because Garoppolo can walk, or you know what I mean? If you get him now, all that shit out the window. You don't have to worry about nothing else. You just go ahead and work and groom dude. You know he's going to sit the bench. Garoppolo ain't going nowhere for right now, either this year or maybe even next year as well. 2 years. So you have 2 years to groom this dude. He'll be 22 when he's ready. You know what I mean? But, I mean, that's only if you go that route. Yeah, I'm not, you know what I mean? This draft was so deep, bro. There's a lot of directions our team can go, bro, and still be prosperous at what it is that they select. You feel me? Fitzy in the house, man. Top of the morning to you, man. Thank you for being here. Yes, indeed. Hold on, let me see what else we got, man. What we got, dog? Raider being in the house, man, with the Raiders. That's right. Happy Friday. For real. Let me see. Shit, where Navy Vet been, man? Navy Vet 44 been MIA. Holly was here every now and then. Where Gabby at? Damn. Them motherfuckers like, fuck lunatic. Okay. Hey, okay. You entitled to your opinion. Fuck lunatic. I feel like Ice Cube. Fuck you, Ice Cube. Yeah. It's the Raider you love to hate. Oh, man. The Raider Room. Welcome to NWA, my dude. Top of the morning to you. It's a pleasure to have you here. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Who, Jamarcus Russell? Or you talk about Levis? Levis did the same shit. Man, fuck all that. I don't care about hitting no roof. You know what I mean? That's not impressive to me. It's not impressive to me. I told you, I said Jamarcus, bro. Jamarcus Russell, though, work ethic. That was his issue. That motherfucker work ethic, man. And then you know he was out for the bag. You remember when Jamarcus got drafted? He had a Nike pin, a lapel on his blazer. And I remember an interviewer asked him about that. Did he sign with Nike? He said no, but it's to let him know. You shoot me the bread, I'm available. I knew right then and there. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker selling his ass. He's selling his ass on TV. He's trying to get Nike to give him a motherfucking deal. Wearing a fucking Nike lapel pin, and he said that shit. That told me right there. I'm like, this motherfucker just want the paper. He just wants the paper. He don't want to put the effort in to being great. But I mean, I get a different vibe from Richardson though. Richardson got a vibe that he does want to be great. And you know, that's just some motherfuckers got that competitive nature. You know what I mean? Regardless of how much money they got, they want to go out there and work hard, and they want to beat everybody. That's the kind of mentality you want your quarterback to have. You know what I mean? Just want to go out there and whoop everybody ass. And like I said, he's only 20. Let's remember that. He's only 20. That's very young. So we're gonna get into it. Like I said, I got this little video and shit. Just to break in. It talks about his strengths, his weaknesses, and then we'll just keep everything in perspective with that. All right, that's about it. All right, let me see. Let me know if y'all can. Oh shit! I didn't take this motherfucker down, you bitch. All right, I'm gonna play this video, man. Y'all gonna have to let me know in the chat if y'all hear this shit, man, because I still ain't figured out how to get the audio to play on the other end of this shit. So let's get it started. This is an investment. And no one wants to be known as the person who passed. Let me know if y'all can hear. Or Amazon. Because now you have to look back, and then the question is going to be when that owner says, what guy told him not to draft him because of the air quote the floor, right? We know what the ceiling could be, but what is the floor? But the problem with that statement and the problem with all of that is how long and how much is going to cost you, but how long is it going to take for him to develop into that Corvette? Yeah, how long will it take? Extravagant. Being your lion. That you're expecting it to be. What happens if it takes 5 years? Right? Is he a kid that you want him to play tomorrow? I don't believe he's ready to play tomorrow, not because he can't. It's because he lacks the experience. And with lack of experience, it becomes a roller coaster. And you don't want to allow a young kid to lose his confidence. He's not 22, 23 years old, and he's been around the block. This is a young kid who has a lot of athleticism, a raw talent. And you got to be careful. You got to use kid gloves and make sure you mold him in the right direction. And also, too, find out what he does well. No kid is perfect. Nope. Out the draft. That's real shit. Also, none of these guys are transcending right now. They all have some errors. And so that's what these guys are here for.
What makes Richardson a top prospect?
Okay, here go the breakdown of the positives and negatives.
He is tough to sack. He can run. He runs aggressively. He would immediately be one of the best running quarterbacks in the NFL. I mean, he did run a 4.4 and has a 40.5 vertical leap. Then there is his arm talent, his arm strength in particular. It's as strong as anybody's in the draft, and it would probably be top 5 in the NFL right now. There's not a throw that this kid cannot make on the field when it comes to strength behind the throw. He also has a knack for throwing on the run. He keeps his eyes down the field. He tries to read the defense when he's outside the pocket, and he can throw even when he is outside the pocket. Now his weaknesses. And this is what kind of worries a lot of scouts and a lot of teams, because if they live out in the NFL, Richardson could potentially be a bust. And frankly, he has a scattergun. He throws it a million miles an hour, as we just talked about, but you don't always know where it's going. He is simply inaccurate.
Good morning, Holly.
And a lot of this has to do with some pretty shoddy footwork, which could be fixed at the next level with some good coaching. He is not at a level where he can use his eyes to manipulate the defense and read a defense. A major part of playing quarterback at the next level is using your eyes to manipulate, in particular, the safeties. And he misses way too many easy throws. Dump offs, out routes, crossing patterns, you name it. Just misses too often on too easy of a throw. And those touch passes, they really don't have a lot of touch. He throws it in just so dang hard, it's not a catchable football. Overall, Richardson is an extremely exciting prospect because his ceiling could be a game changer.
Because of his ceiling.
That floor, if he doesn't put it all together, he could be a bust. He didn't put it together in Florida, so why do you think he could do it in the NFL? But I do think he is too talented of a football player to not have a role somewhere on the field in somebody's offense.
Anthony Richardson looking for ETN to block, which he does, and here goes Richardson. Long strider and keeps his balance. What a run by Anthony Richardson. Superman in. And he says, I won't back down.
I think you take Anthony Richardson over Will Levis because he's the more game-breaking talent. I called his game against Texas A&M last year, and I saw a quarterback who had full control at the line of scrimmage, checking in and out of plays. He made the easy throws. He made the spectacular look easy on his way to a QBR of 94.4. Now, when you talk about Anthony Richardson versus Will Levis, Lord, you know this. When the glasses go on, the facts come out.
Salute, Cool
So
Kel.
I'm gonna put these glasses on for you.
There we go.
And here we go. Looking at their numbers, all right? 4 games for Anthony Richardson with a QBR greater than 90. Will Levis had 1. Anthony Richardson had 4 games with a completion percentage less than 50%. Will Levis had 1. Anthony Richardson had 6 games with less than 15 completions. Will Levis had 4. So what that tells me is that at their greatest, Anthony Richardson is better. And at their worst, Anthony Richardson can be the worst. So if I'm a coach, I'm saying, give me Anthony Richardson so that I can develop him and make him be more consistently the best version of himself. That's why I would take Richardson over Levis.
Anthony, looked like you were having fun out there. How'd you feel about your day?
I definitely had
Listen to this interview, man. This what impressed me.
So I just had to showcase that and who I am as a person out there. So it was definitely fun.
And Anthony, you had the opportunity to just show everybody what you could do. It seemed effortless to throw the football. Man, take us through this process, what it's been like since you drug my University of Utah Utes through the mud. And since then, you've just been ascending ever since.
I just been working. At times I was very inconsistent throughout the season. So I was just trying to put that behind me. Trying to stay consistent because I know inconsistency is not going to work at the next level. So I just been
get those likes up. We only at 25. Let's go.
Perfect who I am as a person and coming out here showcase what I'm able to do. I'm a natural thrower. So just being out there launching the ball and just tossing around my brothers. That's just what we normally do.
Well, you brought it up, inconsistency. What do you believe led to the inconsistency, or what was it about the inconsistency that didn't sit well with you?
Living up to other people's expectations. I put a lot of pressure on myself, because I want to be great. I want to be the best in the world. So I know I'll never be perfect, but I try to work towards perfection. And if I'm not working towards that, I get in my head a little bit, or what I used to. But then I started to realize I can't control everything. I can only focus on my job and focus on what I'm able to do. So just working on that and putting that behind me, that's let me become a better player.
Tell me about some of those throws you're making off platform, off balance, like some of the warm-up throws in particular, but even some of those deep shots where you're throwing the ball across your body, off your back foot. How do you work on that aspect of your game, and how do you kind of hone in your mechanics to make sure you're throwing them effectively?
Honestly, the off-platform stuff, I don't really even work that. I do it sometimes during training, and my trainers are like, "Whoa, do that again? What was that?" And I'm like, that feels normal. Like I used to do that in the backyard with my friends, is spinning around, tossing the ball up in the air. So just trying to implement that a little bit in my pro day and just showcase my arm talent. That was the main focus.
What has this process been like for you to speak to all these teams, go to the combine, and then have all of this media coverage of you. How has that process been, and what is it like? What is it inside of you? What are you really saying? Because outside, man, you calm and collective, but you got that little boy inside of you. Gotta be like, man, this is pretty awesome.
Honestly, it's a blessing. I don't really care about the media and stuff. I'm just happy for my brothers. They get the media, outlets as well. People come and see me, but they're also seeing them because they're the ones catching the ball for me, running the routes for me. So I don't really care much about the media. But going through this process, that's been a blessing for me. As a little boy, like you said, wanting to go to the NFL and having the opportunity to sit here with you guys and to realize and know that I'm close to that moment. It definitely does put a big smile on my face.
So you know you're gonna get drafted, right? Florida guy. I know you got a fire suit picked out. Have you started that process yet?
See, look, I'm a suit guy, so I probably got like 3 or 4 suits already.
Oh.
I love wearing suits, so I'm definitely showcase all of them.
Okay, Florida style or a little bit toned down?
A little bit of classic, a fitted suit, nice looking suit, nothing too major.
Okay, no greens or orange?
Nah, I was thinking that, but that might be later on during the year.
Okay, all right.
It's a smart man. Get the versatility. Start there, then you build up to the stuff Steve was wearing by the end of his career. Last thing for you. You had dinner last night with the Raiders. How was that process with them, and did you break it to them that you might not be there at number 7?
See, I'm not that confident, I'm just thankful for the opportunity. Lord knows what's going to happen April 27th. I'm just ready to get there and just living the moment. But the dinner was great. Talking to the guys and get to know them and them getting to know me as a person, as a player. And just trying to figure out the expectations in case they were to draft me. What they expect from me as a rookie and what they're going to expect from me in the building. So just trying to get familiarized with that stuff and just live on.
4 weeks away, man. 4 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah, they said they had dinner at McDonald's. They said Richardson ordered the fillet of fish and a 6-piece nugget with ranch. No, I don't know. I'm just bullshitting. Yeah, let me get a number 5 super size, please. Man. But yeah, man, I still say go defense. What's the deal? Hey, what's up, Michael? Michael in the building. Yes, indeed. Alpocalypse is in the house. Yes, indeed. I don't know. Being it all depends on. I mean, hell, they said they did talk to the Bears about moving to number 1. So there's a quarterback they got their eye on. But Carolina might be that team to take them. But what if they don't? What if Carolina just fools everybody and grabs a quarterback that the Raiders wanted, and then now number 3 becomes available for Arizona to move out of, and bam, bam. There he is sitting there waiting to be drafted. If it's C.J. Stroud, I don't know. We just all guessing and speculating. But we think the Raiders' eyes were set on Stroud. It makes sense. You know what I mean? But all it takes is for one motherfucking team to reach in another direction when it's time to pick. And the whole draft can change. You know what I mean? Hey, it's crazy, though. And that's what I said. I'm ready for it. I can't wait till the draft just to see how the shit unfolds. Because there's going to be some surprises. I just hope we're not one of the ones, unless it's the kind of surprise where somebody fell to us that we did not expect to be there. Can you imagine? Could you imagine if somebody like Anderson or I don't think Stroud make it down to 7, bro. But if that did happen, oh my God, that'd be many. Who the fuck would have thought that shit? Hey, Hooker later. Hey, Ben, I'm right there with you. I've always been high on Hooker. Whoa, I've been high on hookers, boy. Yeah, but Hooker though, you don't have to spend on number 1 draft pick. You probably can get them second round around. See, now you start to get kind of hard of where you think he's gonna fall to. You know what I mean? Coming off the ACL, but that's not really anything to really trip off of. But Damn, what team would I know the teams that get marked off the list are the teams that draft a quarterback in the first round. Anybody that drafts a quarterback, they will not get Hooker later in the second round. That's off their list. But who would be the remaining teams that need a quarterback that would be willing to look at Hooker? You know what I mean? That's the way you got to look at that shit. But you'll only know that as the draft goes, at least for day one, when you go through round one, and then day two is when you get 2 and 3. Because the thing I look at is the Raiders. Like I said, people, you got to look at that the Raiders can trade back into a round. You know what I mean? They can easily trade from the second back into the first, and also from the third, especially the third into the second. Since you got 2 third-round picks, you can easily trade back into the second. You know what I mean? If you want to go that route. You know what I mean? But it's all how the draft falls, how their board looks compared to what's actually happening in the draft. Who's reaching and who's selecting players that you would never have thought they would have went for to force other players down to you. I mean, the draft is dope. That's like one of the dopest ass shits. You know, especially football. You got 7 rounds of draft. So you got 7 rounds you can do some maneuvering in. The NBA only got 2 rounds. You know what I mean? So I don't know how many rounds do baseball got when they draft? They draft a whole bunch of bullshit too, though. There's a lot of farm team ass players that sometimes they don't never make it to the majors. They either AA, AAA. Chris Ariella, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning, man. Happy Friday, man. It is a Friday morning. Yes, indeed, rocking and rolling with your boy Lunatic. We got 40. How many motherfuckers? We got a 40 ounce in the motherfucker. We got 41 people in the motherfucking chat. I mean, on this live. Let me see how many of y'all hit thumbs up. We got 41 people with 25 likes. Yeah, some of you motherfuckers is lightweight hating. What, am I too light skinned? You got something against light skinned motherfuckers? What, you broke all your motherfucking Albie Shore CDs? Huh? Got rid of all the Albie Shore CDs? Fucking haters. Hating on the light skinned people, man. We making a fucking comeback. And shout out to Ben, he's super light skinned. We making a fucking comeback. Yeah, Albie Shore coming back. Christopher Williams, let's go. Vanessa Williams, let's go. Shout out to the light skinned people of the world that live in the shadows. We coming back, baby. We coming back. 25 likes and there were 41 people watching this damn shit. All right, so that was just the situation with AR15 yesterday. Like I said, I would not take him in the first round. I wouldn't do it. I would take Hooker before him. So even if he did fall the second round and Hooker was there too, I'm taking Hooker over Richardson. I don't need a motherfucker to run fast and jump high at quarterback. I don't need it. Now, if that motherfucker decide to go to wide receiver, then we can talk. We can talk then. He's super light skinned. Oh shit. Yeah, man. But yeah, as far as Richardson go, yeah, he could groom into something, but what if he don't? The only thing out of that is, would he be too stubborn to, like, could he possibly be like Terrell Pryor and move the wide receiver and actually be legit at wide receiver? He has all the intangibles. That motherfucker got humongous hands. I think 10 inches and something. Don't forget, Carr was like 8 inches or something. That's why strip fumbles on Carr was so easy. That's why he kept fumbling the ball. That was one of the biggest knocks on Carr coming out of Fresno State, was his hand size. But motherfucking Richardson, he got like 10 and something, 10 and a half, 10 and a quarter out. I can't remember. I'm like, oh, okay. Bruh, you should have been a wide receiver, bruh. But then again, if he ever pans out to be a quarterback, he can be a damn good one. And I wouldn't be like mad if we didn't draft him. I mean, you gotta take the fact that, for one, we need to build our defense. There's not really a pressing need right now as we speak to draft a quarterback. You know what I mean? We still got a window of about 2-3 years if we want it to be that long, because of contract we got Garoppolo under. You know what I mean? So there's some good quarterbacks coming out next year, for real, for real. You know what I mean? Being a Duck fan, I like Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a dog, boy. That motherfucker, man. I remember this past season, fucking the coach would not let his ass back in the game. He had gotten hurt. And he kept pleading to him, man, put me out there. And we ended up losing that game, too. He was like, man, put me out there. Boy, that motherfucker went to go out there injured and play on one leg. That motherfucker was kind of remind me of, you remember, what's dude? Fuck. I think he's an offensive coordinator now. Leftwich in college at Marshall. Man, when that motherfucker hurt his leg and that motherfucker's teammates helped him to the line of scrimmage, that motherfucker played through injury for real, for real. That's the kind of motherfucker that you be like, okay, he's different. That motherfucker is different. Oh. Yeah, I mean, you would say in this draft we can finally see if Ziegler what he can do with a full draft, but at the same time, we know from what he said the Raiders are going to do in this draft is exactly what the fuck they supposed to do. Grab the best available player. They said even if we got that position filled, but this motherfucker is high and better than the motherfucker we already got, hey, we take him. Hey, if we would have been doing that for the past 20 years, drafting that same way, grabbing the best available player when it was time to draft and not reach, I think this team would have been way better off right now. And that's fact. Because, man, there's a lot of picks that we made these past 2 decades, bruh. Man, makes my ass itch. Just irritating. Jihad Ward, Bruce Campbell. Come on, man. Come on. Hayward Bay. I mean, we was drafting shit. What the fuck was we doing? And then look, I seen the thing where they showed the motherfuckers we drafted, and the very next pick, like we missed out on Fitzgerald, we missed out on Megatron. Like, bruh. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Aaron Rodgers we missed out on? Ziegler, don't you do with the past. Don't you repeat the past. Don't you do that shit. Stick to what you said you was planning on doing. Grabbing the best available. And that don't always work either, though. You got to combine grabbing the best available and grabbing for need. You got to combine that. That's the only way it's going to work. You draft the best available of need. Because like I said, last year, I tried to do a mock draft where I just grabbed the best available. And I'm telling you, when I got past, I think the second round, I end up having to draft 3 fucking running backs back to back to back. Because I stuck to the guns. I said, I'm going to grab the best available. Ain't no ands, ifs, buts about it. Running back. 3 of the top running backs went back to back in 3 different rounds. That was at that time when I picked. I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. So the second time around, I did the best available of need. Something we needed, but the best available that we needed. And it worked out. So that's my trial by error, was going into the mock draft, trying it different ways to see what works. And that's the perfect formula. Draft the best available for need. And for us, we got a lot of needs on defense. So, and this is a defensive deep draft. So I'm pretty sure whoever's best available is going to be a defender, probably, maybe an offensive lineman or something like that. If it depends on where we're at, but take the best available. Take the best available. That's what you do. Don't overthink it. Don't overreach it. Don't you go out there and grab Cotton Steel. You say, who's Cotton Steel? That's the younger brother of Leatherwood. Cotton Steel. Yeah, don't you go out there and draft Cotton Steel in the first round. Sebastian Gonzalez is in the building. Hey, Sebastian, is that your cousin at Oregon that we gonna draft? Gonzalez? Man, let's go get. Let's get him. I like Gonzalez. I like Cansey. If Jalen Carter ain't on our list, which y'all don't pay attention to them fucking reports out there. The Raiders did not take that motherfucking Jalen Carter off their draft board. Tafur came out and said he didn't say that shit. Somebody added that on. He said, I didn't say that. What? Motherfucker wasn't no. Oh, somebody that was relaying it. And then McDaniels told Banyan Zor, whatever fuck dude name out here is, he told him that, no, they didn't take him off. Matter of fact, Jalen Carter is scheduled for a visit in April. You know what I mean? So is Richardson. So now they're going to start bringing in the 30 prospects that they can bring in for meetings. So, hey, they're doing their due diligence. They done met with a lot of people already for more than once. They had dinner with Richardson Wednesday night. They already met with Hooker twice. You know what I mean? CJ Stroud they met with. So they're doing their homework. Now they're trying to get a insight of between the ears of these players. What Duck players you mess with? Like Gonzalez has 7. I like Sewell, linebacker. You know what I mean? I like Bo Nix. I thought Bo Nix was gonna come out this year, but he ended up going back. But I mean, hey, I think if he wouldn't have got hurt, I think Oregon would have been in the mix because the motherfuckers were scoring at least 40 a game easy. And then that motherfucker go down with an injury, and I'm like, fuck. I think that was against who did they go down? Did he go down against? Was it Oregon State or Washington? No, they end up beating Washington. I think they came back and beat them, but I think it might have been Oregon State. I think because they didn't face USC this year. If they would have got to the Pac-12 championship, they would have faced USC. But Utah ended up getting that shit. Yeah, man. Hey, that's my team though, the Ducks, man. The mighty motherfucking Ducks, man. That's because when I was in high school, my high school was like a magnet for Oregon. So like a lot of players, I'm surprised Ndamukong Suh didn't go to Oregon, University of Oregon. But he went to Nebraska. But Nebraska and Michigan them used to come scout at our high school. I remember when my brother was playing, they were actually coming to scout a running back that was named Marty Williams, who was averaging 200 yards rushing a game for Grant High School in Portland. And Michigan came because he moved out here from Detroit. So they seen him when they transferred from that high school in Detroit to come out to Oregon. They came too. But while my brother, he played varsity and freshman as his freshman year because he was a big running back. And when the colleges was coming to see the dude Marty Williams, they see my brother. Man, my brother he was getting fucking letters from BYU, Nebraska, Michigan, Portland State, Oregon. My brother was getting motherfucking letters. They was at him as a freshman. He showed me all these letters. I'm like, he said, yeah. He said, the coach told me that the scouts was coming to look at Marty and they seen me. Because my brother was like 6 foot 230, running back, and he played linebacker too. At 14, he always was a big little motherfucker, man. Big ass flat feet. Yeah, that was my road dog, man. That motherfucker was a beast. And he played baseball too. He was a left-hand pitcher. Man, that motherfucker got MVP. Yeah, my little brother, man, I was so high on him. Like, man, I wish he would have stuck with baseball and football. Cause then when he moved to Oakland with me, I tried to get him at Laney. But I didn't know. My dad told me later, he said the doctors told him he can't not to play football no more because of one more concussion, he can die from it. I never knew that shit. They didn't never tell me that shit. And here I was trying to get him to go play football at Laney. Because he was 18. He had to go to alternative school his last year in high school. And I was like, man, look, I'm going to go down there with you. We're going to enroll in Laney, which is in Oakland. And shit, get you out there and playing football. He was out there practicing and shit, but man, my dad told me later, he said the doctors said not to for him not to play no more. I'm like, why y'all didn't tell me shit? Don't have me have this boy out there on the field. Shit, Ben, when I think of Razorback, I think of a hairy back woman. See, motherfuckers thought Rapunzel was just throwing out the hair from her head. That bitch had long ass back hair. That's why it was so sturdy to climb. Come on now, Rapunzel throw her hair out the window and you climb up, you gonna break her neck. That bitch had back hair braided into that shit. Extra sturdy ass motherfucking hair to climb. Hey, McFadden and Michael Bush. Don't forget Michael Bush. Remember we sat him out for a year because he had to get a rod put in his leg when he broke it? Bruh. I was hoping that was going to be that thunder and lightning tandem, boy. Michael Bush and Darren McFadden. Your Razorbacks. Man, for real, man. Hey, damn. There's a lot of shit. We had some players though. We just couldn't have them all at the same time. That's the shit I'm mad at. Fucking Rolando McClain was a fucking disappointment. My God. And look, as big statured he was at linebacker, this motherfucker. Remember when he suplexed the motherfucker in the game? Fucking Rolando McClain. God dang. Now that I sit here and think about all these motherfuckers, man, we couldn't hit for shit in the draft. Jacoby Ford, Walford. Oh, man, the list goes on. Remember Tommy Kelly? Remember when Tommy Kelly, that motherfucker ass was sticking out? His pants was coming down. Tommy Kelly. Come on now. Ford was okay because he was a track dude. He had speed. But we couldn't do shit because Jamarcus Russell's ass was throwing to him. Was that the suplex? Was it Edelman suplex? Yeah, we sit here and think about the drafts, man, that shit make me want to drink. Motherfucker just look for a reason to drink, huh? Fuck. Think about all those draft picks make me want to drink. You know, motherfucker start drinking. You just want a reason to drink. Yeah, I know. I did want a reason to drink. Fuck, man. We wasted so many. Dude, the worst fucking year of my life is when we traded Khalil Mack. We had 3 first-round picks, and only Josh Jacobs was the only one to pan out. Bruh, 3 first-round picks? Are you fucking serious? And only one That shit's depressing. That shit is super depressing, man. 3 first-round picks, and we walked away with 1 hitter. Like they say, when it rains, it pours. Death Star Report, what's the deal, my dude? Thank you for pulling up, man. But yeah, man, those draft picks, man, when we had them trading, I didn't want to trade Khalil Mack, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Khalil was, man, come on. When was the last time we had a generational player like Khalil? Mike Gruden just came in here and just got rid of him. Got rid of fucking Well, I wasn't really too high on Cooper. I seen how Cooper kind of quit on some plays, giving up interceptions by quitting on the route. I wasn't really. He too soft. You need if you get a wide, like for instance, compare. Look, here's a perfect example. Compare Amari Cooper to Devontae Adams. You know who the dog is, and you know who the Curry is. You know what I mean? You don't even have to like guess. You just look at him and be like, oh yeah, that nigga with the dreads, that motherfucker's a dog. That nigga over there that's quiet in the corner sucking his thumb, he a Cur. Oh, Cur ass Amari Cooper. Bruh. That's why we need a motherfucking DT though. I just hope they get this shit right, man, for real. Get this shit right. Don't go in the draft. Oh, Darius Hayward Bay. Come on now, Richard. For real, don't remind me. Had all the upside except that motherfucker had no hands. How the fuck you gonna be a wide receiver with no hands? That's like, how can you suck dick and you ain't got no mouth? How you gonna call yourself the head doctor and you ain't got no mouth? You know, that kind of shit. Look, watch. Hey, Dustin. How can you be a midget donkey porn star if you don't have a donkey and you not a midget? That's an inside joke with Dustin. How you gonna be a midget donkey porn star? You don't have a donkey and you tall. How the fuck can you do that? Where they do that at? Oh shit. Oh, that's a good one, man. That was a good one. Dustin a fool. Dustin said that shit on his channel, man. He said that motherfucker watching. He said the motherfucker was watching midget donkey porn, dog. What the fuck? Oh shit. It sounded like he was hanging with me. That's something lunatic would say. Midget donkey porn. I'm gonna be using that shit all day. Like, what the fuck was you doing? Watching midget donkey porn? Oh my God, my face hurt. Oh. Midget donkey porn. That killed the game right there. Curtis, what's the deal? One thing's for certain, 2 things for sure. In a perfect world, we'll hit on all of them. You know what I mean? In a perfect world. He said he did. Shit. Hey, that motherfucker midget to be dead too, fucking with a donkey. Hey, them donkeys be them motherfuckers are hung long. You swear from down the donkeys is Asian. What's your name? Hung Long? Hung Long. Hung Long done win in little old Pixie. Pixie Dust was the name of the other midget. Her porn name is Pixie Dust. Oh shit. Hey, Ben, come on, bro. Hell yeah, I'll make breakfast. But I'll be like, what's the name from Baby Boy? I'll scramble the eggs. Look, I can scramble the eggs with no hands. Just do like I got a hula hoop. How you like your eggs, girl? You like you want your eggs over easy? You want it scrambled? Look, no hands. Hey, that's why Gabby probably ain't came back, huh? Hey, she was saying some shit to me though, bruh. She was saying some shit to me. I had to try to turn that off. Like, girl, you better watch out. telling me that kind of shit. One momento, everybody. One momento. I'll be right back. Ben, take over the chat. Oh, false call. I thought that was Gabby at my door. No, let me quit. Oh, shit. Y'all crazy. Yeah. Yeah, man, we on countdown. See, today, Friday, tomorrow's the first. It's the first of the month. Cash your checks and come up. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Oh, shit. About to fly through the ceiling. He said, hey, for real. Hey, fuck the nut dust. Ain't nothing worse than getting egg yolk in your ball hair. Motherfucker make your ball hair stiff like it got a fucking like a high top. Like a high top fade. Hey, got your ball sack looking like Blade. Damn, I got egg yolk all in my nut sack. Oh my God. Y'all crazy. See, y'all bad influence on the motherfucker, man. Y'all bad influence. That motherfucker got egg yolk in his. You got your chocolate in my peanut butter. You got your peanut butter on my chocolate. You got your nut hair in my eggs. You got your eggs on my nut hair. The incredible edible egg. Which one? The one in the sack. When you said the activator on the board. Hey, shit, you gotta think like this though, Kev. If you put motherfucking activator on your balls before that, you must have been using a relaxer. You know, if you to all my Negroes out there, if you ever had a relaxer or a Jerry curl and you left the relaxer in too long, that shit burned. So if you get scabs on your ball sack, you left the relaxer in too long. You try to get finger waves on your balls. It didn't work out the way you planned it. Go get a refund. Go back to Walmart and be like, this shit didn't work. My ball hair is bone straight now. Every time I walk, my ball hair poke me in the leg. Oh. Shit, you masturbate with icy hot, man. You in some trouble. Man. Here's a true story. I'm gonna tell y'all some crazy shit. Fuck the icy hot. Ben, my ex, she had the fucking idea to go get, you know, the Hall's cough drop. That's like the real, what was it? The cool minty Hall's cough drop. She used a Hall's cough, one of those kind, and some ice, bruh. My dick damn near caught a cold. That my dick was sneezing and shit. Man, that motherfucker had my shit so cold. It's like you couldn't, like, man, I'm about to lose the erection, girl. You got an icy Hall's cough drop in an ice cube. Oh no. She wanted to do some old freaky shit. Bruh, that shit damn near numb my shit. I'm talking about where you had no sensitivity, no feeling. And she wondered why her jaws got sore. I wasn't gonna bust. I couldn't feel nothing. I couldn't feel nothing. My shit was numb. But hey, at least it stopped it from coughing. My dick didn't cough no more. Oh my God. Man, we done tried, me and her done tried all kind of shit. She was with the business though. I'm talking about a legitimate, official nympho. She was a nympho. I am too though. The only difference is she didn't lose no skin. She used to fuck the skin off my dick. Man, the worst shit ever. Well, actually, the last relationship I was in was actually a revisit to someone I dated when we were like seniors in high school. But then we ended up going our separate ways. Like she went off to college, I went to Job Corps, and you know, long distances don't work. And then 30 years later, we met up again, and it was on. But then again, it was long distance again. Even though it wasn't that far long distance, but man, it'd be kind of hectic when somebody live out of state. And our arrangement was like 1 month I will fly out and go see her, and then the next month she will fly out and come stay with me. And we kept doing this shit, and it's like, man, fuck that shit. That shit reminded me of back when we was like 18 years old doing. Well, no, we weren't doing that shit, but it was kind of like that. Because when she went to college, she went to Florida A&M. I'm way in Washington. She way in Florida. I'm like, this shit ain't gonna work because the girls in Job Corps want to fuck with me. I'm like, and I wasn't gonna cheat on her, so I said, hey, this ain't gonna work. So I ended up calling it off, and I did the same thing this time. I was like, this shit ain't. I know she had deja vu. She's like, this motherfucker breaking up with me again. We can still be friends. Bruh, Cool Kev, you ain't said nothing but a thing, bro. I'm already knowing. You know what I mean? Just every fucking month we were going back and forth. And she was only in Arizona, but still. Just, you know, that constant. And I just, I'll start meeting people out here, and I'm like, you know what? I said round 2 is going to end up just like round 1. Hey, you know what? This ain't going to work. And plus, I was like, I had to tell her the truth. I won't lie to her. I said I just didn't have feelings for her the way she had feelings for me. It was best just to keep it moving. It wasn't like, a motherfucker cheated on her or vice versa. It just didn't work. It is what it is. That's how that shit goes. Holly, I already know. They out here. But some of these motherfuckers is weirdos, though. Hey, these Vegas women, like the women that's from Vegas, I used to hear people say how people from Vegas is kind of weird. I'm like, I don't know if you can say everybody. But a couple of women that I've met and went out with, and these motherfucking men kind of weird. You know what I mean? I met this one girl. She was a midget donkey porn queen. Now let me quit. Nah, but sometimes they weird, dude. They weird. And like I'm the kind of motherfucker that's like, I'm not gonna chase you. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm like, to keep it a buck, there's more women than men. Look, this is how I break down the numbers. There's more women than men. So since women have a less selection than men do, and you gotta weed through the men as far as, are they abusive? Are they on drugs? Are they gay? Are they married? Are they in a relationship? Are they in the penitentiary? Your pickings becomes real slim. For a woman, it's, girl, you can't be picky. If you be picky, you gonna be by yourself. Now, men, it's a different story. It's like we can run through them because there's more of them than us. But I mean, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I go have fun though. I like to go out and eat and shit. I don't mind. Like the one girl I was seeing, I had to I cut her off though, cause she was a one. You know, I don't even want to talk about her. She was a weirdo too. She was a weirdo too. But I'm like, shit, fuck it. You know what I mean? Motherfucking like me, shit. I go where the wind blow. Go where the wind blow. D Minutes in the house. Yes, indeed. Oh, you like watching reality TV with wifey? Yeah, that be. Hey, don't that shit be crazy? After one or two times, come on, bruh. But I mean, some of these dudes really be like suckers for love, and other dudes, like, I think they use it to try to, like, thinking it's gonna get the woman caught up. Like, oh, he said he loved me. He said he loved me. Oh, he said he loved me. Like, did she tell everybody that? Like my ex I was just talking about, when she used to come out here and stay with me and I'd be doing the podcast, right? She'd be in the other room. She used to get, she literally told me this shit. She said, how come you can tell the people in chat? I be hearing you say, man, I love y'all, but you don't tell me that. I said, that's not the same shit. She actually tried to compare me saying, y'all, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all support the channel. And she's like, how come you can tell them you love them, but you don't tell me that? Like, this is the same shit. Oh my God. Like, it's the same shit. Hey, I told you, hey, these motherfuckers out here, boy, hey, motherfuckers better start filtering their water. Cause something is knocking them screws loose upstairs. Man. All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump off of this, man, because I know they got is Dirty Low going live? It's 8:08. Yeah, it's time for me to jump off. Hey, but I appreciate each and every one of y'all. It is Friday. I need to get working on this thing. I got a stand skit I'm working on for the Dirty Lunatic show. So hopefully I can get it done today. We'll see. But with that being said, man, thank each and every one of you guys for pulling up, hanging out with your boy, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's all a bunch of shits and giggles. You know what I mean? What'd you say, Holly? Ready to Kush? Oh, yeah, Kush about to work out. He about to do backward push-ups. He's double jointed in the elbow. So, hey, this is going to be very interesting to watch that, y'all, man. Check it out. With that being said, man, I'm Lunatic Raider. This is Raiders Allegiance, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, hanging out, having a few laughs. To those that are watching, that's not in the chat, that didn't hit the motherfucking thumbs up, go subscribe to the channel right now. I'll wait. You sitting there getting free entertainment and not supporting the channel. I ain't asking for no $1, 50 cent or a quarter. All I need is your support. That's it. Come on, you know I entertain it. You know I do this shit. Ain't nobody on motherfucking YouTube doing this shit like I do this shit. You know that shit's true. Go motherfucking subscribe and hit the motherfucking thumbs up. Before I tell your baby mama where you at. You at that big bitch house. Now let me quit. Hey, you guys enjoy your motherfucking Friday, man. I'm Lunatic Raiders. This is Raiders Allegiance. You already know how I get down with the get down, man. It's all fun and games. You know what I mean? But hey, enjoy y'all shit, man. Be safe. Make it back home to your loved ones, man. And I will see you guys most likely tonight and tomorrow night as well. It's the Dirty Lunatic Show. 11 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern, both Friday and Saturday night, man. Me and Dirty Raider, man. Hey, pull on up, get your laugh on. You know how we do this shit, man. We true to this. We ain't new to this, motherfucker. Pop a collar one time. Bitch.